It's 8 o'clock and it's the big detecting show. Come along, it's all fun.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Adrian. Oh, you're here, are you?
Yes.
The curse of the big detecting show, technical difficulties, nearly had its wicked way with us yet again.
He had a spider in the car.
One of us.
So, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Donna and David. So, just before we were going to go on air, I heard this house alarm. No, it's my car. And this wet weather, Donna thinks it's a spider, but I haven't got spiders in my car. My car alarm's going off, and all the neighbours come out, and my neighbours, it's a spider, oh, it's wet. And fingers crossed, it's stopped. I think it's a sensor on the door that's got wet, because I slammed the door a couple of times and it's gone off. So if I do disappear, that's because my alarm is playing up. So apologies.
That's annoying, though. It is annoying.
It's I don't care, but it's the neighbours. There's nothing worse than a bloody car alarm going off. So it'll be like every car in 10 years' time, because they're all full of electrics, which we could talk about metal detectors now, how they've advanced with all the electrics.
Is my camera lagging? Am I going dead slow?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's me. I've just been playing with things.
But metal detectors, I think, is going to be one of the issues in the next 10 years. So someone who's got a multi-frequency machine may have an issue with water getting in it. There's batteries, another issue. The hobby's evolving quickly.
I'm just going to interject. I'm sat here thinking, why is Shane in the back room? Shane's a bloody co-host. Bring Shane on.
Hello.
Hi, Shane.
I wondered where
Anyway,
he was.
sorry. Good evening, Shane.
I thought we were going to
Adrian,
make ground
please
announcement.
continue.
I was just talking about metal detectors and how they've advanced and how they've got amazing battery power now compared to the old school days. And with all this technology, not that my car's modern and got a lot of technology, but the more you got to go wrong. So keypads, water, moisture. I think if you look at the Equinox, which was the first sort of revolutionary detector, a lot of those are still going well and going strong.
Yeah, mine is.
Yeah, so, but once that battery fails in the next 3 or 4 years, what's going to happen? And I don't know. They might be good. I think a lot of them
You've
are.
come on here as a doom-monger tonight, haven't you?
Donna, I've had not a great day. Anyone who knows about DMARC, SPF records, if you know, you know. I've had a nightmare day, DNS settings and stuff. I've had a technical day, and then the car alarm keeps going off.
And you were ill. You got ill off the retard.
Yes. He got a sickness bug from a corporate company do, and I'm like, I'm all right. And then I got that Tuesday. When was that, Shane? Wednesday? Tuesday. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. But
we still don't understand why you picked that Bronze Age axe out as third with all the bronze disease on it.
I like to be a bit of a disruptor. Shane's talking about judging for the NCMD fines competition. And I tell you why I chose it, because it showed history. It was natural.
Incorporated debate in it. It was like 20 minutes long.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't go into it, but I'll wait for the next judging for NCMD. Dave, Stocky Stocks, do you have pink in your beard, Dave? I've just noticed that. Why?
Why not?
Valentine's for pink.
My daughter dyed her hair pink. Well, me and my daughter dyed her hair pink. So she was like, dye your beard pink, Dad. Dye your beard pink, Dad. We don't let our kids down, do we?
No, you don't let your kids down. You've got to do something different. Yeah, you've got to do something different. Be different. No.
Not for mine. No. Thanks
I'm
for
so
mate.
lucky
Oh,
you've got
I've got this tonight. We could talk about.
Oh, you got one. How on earth did you get one of those, Adrian?
A man.
In
We
the
can
van.
talk about that. But let's turn it on. Whilst Dave's.
Last
Shane.
week, Adrian, we discussed that you'd actually gone missing, didn't you? And we
Had a
DHL were
incident.
going to be dead meat, weren't they, Adrian?
I had a nightmare with this machine. So
Where was it?
basically-
Where was it, Adrian?
In the office. So
So who signed for it then?
well, me, but I weren't there. But the delivery guy knows us, and he was being helpful, but it wasn't. But anyway, so we had 2 legends delivered. One for a winner of Treasure Hunting magazine, which he's got that. So it's the Legend 2 with 2 coils wireless headphones, and I must say, I'm looking forward to people having a play with it. I mean, I've got my own personal thoughts on it, but yeah,
I saw
It's
Gary
total-
Blackwell's video. And it looks amazing, actually.
It's some people
Me,
might
me
say
and
it's a
Shane were gonna show our video tonight of it. Oh no,
You
we haven't got one.
Oh, all I would say is it's not. It's got the same interface as the Legend 2, but a bigger screen. But it's totally different machine. Totally different machine. And I like. I'd say the best shaft for a metal detector ever, and cam locks. They've really
Big words.
hit the nail
Big
on the
words.
No,
So
they are
that's
shaft
a
and
big
cam
thing. We
locks.
like a nice shaft. You do need a good cam lock and a good strong shaft.
One thing I would say, which I've had major problems with machines in the past, is because it's got a big screen, it's like an iPhone,
Yeah.
right? So that screen is 50 millimeters, 5 centimeters by 7. So Nocta might do screen protectors, but I highly recommend if you go on Amazon and buy a car film protector. So look up car film protector. There's a company that does a 50 millimeter wide one on a roll for like £8, and you can cut it. And car film protectors, you don't need a screen protector.
Alternatively, and far better, speak to our good friend Ricardo. He's back in business now with his new printer.
He will, but he doesn't do screen protectors because it's clear.
Yeah, but
Jane
can
wants to
have one,
know,
though.
is the battery nuclear power like the Nocta? The Nocta Nana?
nobody knows yet.
Well, when I get a detector, I put it on charge. So that I charged from 7 o'clock at night till 7 in the morning to make sure it had a full lithium-ion battery, full charge. I've had it turned on, sitting in my lounge for about 12 hours, and it hasn't been used. It's just sitting there because it's a little thing I do. And that's down to, it's still at least more than halfway without using it, just sitting there in idle mode. But I reckon Nocta have probably been quite clever with their battery. So, yeah.
They were with the pointer, weren't they? So
Yeah, there's a few things that the small coil is lovely. The big coil, I feel it's a little bit out of balance, but it is a lovely machine. And
Well, you'll have to wait for the ArcMD Mag and Big Detecting Show official reviews with Beta.
or Treasure Hunting magazine.
No.
It's
You
gonna
can have
be
the
a
Treasure
while.
Hunter magazine one whenever you want, but you'll have to wait for the official ArcMD Mag and Big Detecting Show ones with very, very bated breath.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I haven't got one. You haven't got one. Shane, have you got
Donna,
Yes.
I
darling.
would say migrating from a legend to a legend, which was a cracking machine,
Yeah.
to this is like going from a legend to an manticore body.
Yeah, I think there is a slight similarity from what I saw in the test that I watched. To the
Is there
Legend.
no other similarities that you could say, Adrian, where you could suggest it's going from one thing to another?
What,
I
car wise? Car wise,
I don't know. It's up to you.
it could be going from a
I knew he was going to do it.
Sierra to a Mondeo Sportsback, but with a lot of carbon fibre trims. Yeah. Anyway, we're here to talk about Shane, and he's written a book or something.
He has. He
I
has.
have
Certainly
Can,
has.
can we
Very
have
interesting
the
book.
introduction?
There it is.
More
But
than
we'll get
just
back
a
to that in a
Roman
bit.
road.
Shane,
And
for those of
it's,
you who don't know you, could you introduce yourself?
I'm Shane, Staffordshire Searcher. I've got a YouTube channel, the Staffordshire Searcher at the bottom, and I do run the Staffordshire Searcher Facebook group. Part of the NCMD judging panel with Adrian, and I've always kind of wanted to put my knowledge out there of what I know of the area. So one of the reasons why I wrote a book about the area that I detect in.
so the official title is More Than a Roman Road, and it's the history of Draycott in the Moors.
Yeah.
It's available on Amazon, Shane, isn't it?
Yes, there's the hardback copy. Sorry, the paper copy of it, and there's the Kindle copy. The Kindle copy isn't the best. I'm not going to lie to you about that one, because as soon as I uploaded the manuscript to it, it kind of muddled it all up to how they wanted it. So I'm not a big fan of it. That I would
Right.
suggest getting the paper version personally out of all of them.
Yeah. So, I mean, what it is, the concept of it is local history through metal detecting. Am I right? Because it's a big
Yes.
area you're covering, isn't it?
Yeah, so I got lucky in it, in all honesty. I started metal detecting as an amateur about, 10 years ago now, when I struggled to get permissions. I ended up on permissions with tip on them from the mines and all stuff like that. I never found anything. And one day I asked my mum if she knew anybody. And from what I didn't realise is my mum actually worked in a care home on a farm. It was I'm going to say naughty children care home, ones who were like had to put into restrictions.
Like Dave.
When when we went to ask the farmer, he was more than obliged to let me on. He's never let anyone on in years and years, and Dave can tell you just as well as I do what that permission was like. It's literally the permission of dreams of what people would want. As soon as I started to learn the machines, I started to test different machines on there, and multiple hammer coins, Roman coins, and all sort of stuff. I started to expand. And the lucky thing with it was that the farmer is probably the most miserable farmer in the area and doesn't
I
trust
doubt
anybody.
that. No, I doubt it.
He doesn't like anybody. You can't talk to him. And every time I went to another farmer to ask for permission, they were like, well, if he lets you on, you can come on mine, because he wouldn't let anyone on. So I ended up with an awful
Is he
lot.
married, Shane? Is he married?
Yes. Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah, he's not a happy chappy. And when I've taken the lads down there, he just gives them dirty looks and just comes talk to me instead. But it's only because he knew my mum was the reason over it all. And I've basically gone from his farm, which is about 300 acres spread across, to nearly 5,000-6,000 acres of the whole area of detecting.
That's incredible. So are you? I mean, you're kind of, you've got your base sort of from the farm, and you've expanded out over to landowners.
Yeah.
And is that because once you started to find something, you were sort of following a trail? You'd got something in your mind?
Yeah, I'm if I could put it one way, I would say I'm a little bit autistic in that region, where when I get obsessed with something, I get really obsessed with it. And when I very first started detecting that, I got this major bug to find out where, in all honesty, it was Julian that kind of got me into it. Julian from Treasure Hunting. And when I read his...
Never heard of him.
Never read. When I read one of his books he wrote on Roman shrines and how to find them and LiDAR marks, that was what kind of spurred me to do it. I remember reading something in there about a Roman shrine being 9 Roman miles or something like that between fort to fort. So they had a stop-off points and stuff. And once I measured the distance between the 2 known forts in the area from where we were, it was bang on the area that I was detecting. So that's when it just kind of became a mission to try and find what I could find in the area. And obviously doing it with mates and the fact that good finds were coming up, that was also a buzz at the same time.
Now, obviously, as well, the known history of the area that's been written by people before your book suggests a hell of a lot different to what you found.
Yes, mostly the archaeological write-ups, if you want to call it one way, when it's gone through planning permission, suggests completely different. And that's the big spur that put me onto the book. So the farm I found the Roman Denarii on, the Roman Denarii hoard with Steve, they had a windmill installed like 12 years ago, 2 years before I began detecting. And when they had it installed, I managed to find the documentation of what they said, the history-wise, and how they allowed it to be built on there. And it literally said there was none. There was no history whatsoever in the area. The Roman road was 5 miles from 5 miles from the site, and blah blah blah. And me and Steve ended up going on digging through loads of green waste because it's probably the worst farm we've ever been on for it. And we were ready to give up. And then Steve randomly shouted to me, "Shane, I've got a Roman silver." And on my way over to walking to him, I found one. Then we found another. And then we found another. And then we had like 30 fibulas and so on. And it was...
And that area where you're talking about, it's what, 50 foot from the wind turbine as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it was really close. Well, when we actually did the rally on it, and that was another matter for the fact that there was... I'm not going to name names because it could make them fall out with us, but there was a particular group who wanted to do a rally on there, just profitable. That's all they wanted from it. So me and Dave decided to run ours on there right next to the wind turbine. Someone found a Bronze Age axe head, didn't they?
Dead.
Right next to it. So it was like the reports were all false over it.
Shane, going back to wind turbines, we don't have many, or hardly any, near where I detect. Do you get any EMI off them?
No. There's a particular point. It's obviously there's a big concrete square on the floor. You could walk all the way around it, but there's only a particular point where the wires run underneath the floor where I get the interference from it. I don't get it off the actual turbine itself.
Okay.
The only potential thing that
you're
going to have there, and you read my book in the future, you'll understand this. When it comes to frequency waves, the whoop, 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 you will hit at some point in some area, in some distance, you will have some effects, be them physiological or electrical via your machine or something. Or interference on someone's TV or someone.
It was a good question, Adrian. So when you say you've got like a cable going underground from the wind farm, do you get interference exactly where the cable is, but is there much of a spread outward from the cable,
No.
in terms of feet?
No, definitely not.
No, see that's so interesting because a solar farm is horrendous.
Well, it's only one turbine they put on there, there's no other solar around that area. It like all historical maps, it's on the boundary mark. So the farm's literally, when you look at the old map, it's boundary. That's what they're calling it.
Yeah.
But the weird part of it was
areas are interesting areas as well. Boundary areas are always interesting areas.
We found it strange because the farmer had ploughed the field for the first time. Like all the other, they brought it pre-COVID. It was like a year before, and they got a massive mortgage on it. It was an investment for the sons, and they ploughed for the first time ever. and there was this weird spot, wasn't there, Dave, where it was flat. So
Mhm.
the land kind of does all this everywhere, and then there was a weird spot in the middle, completely flat. It was clay, there was brick everywhere, and that's where we ended up finding them. But the weird point was it could see Roman Road as well from where they were, which was miles away. So
oyster shells as well there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, I love finding an oyster shell.
So basically, this farmer then just put it into arable after it had been grass, I'm assuming.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, and that's like amazing, if you get to go on a permission, any permission that's been pasture, and then it's turned over for the first time, you're going to find stuff.
I've been begging them for the last 5 years to plough it again, but they've gone into modern farming. So they're not.
Sorry.
Do you?
I've just realised I'm the only one not wearing a hat.
All right. No, I have to because
Shane, Nick Berry says, if your house in the background was a car, what car would it be?
Well, the actual image, that's not my house.
If it was, he said, if it was, what car would it be? If you could afford a house in the background, what car would you have?
Seat Brava.
Mustang. Shelby 60.
Hyundai Lantra. Actually, no. Daewoo Matiz.
Dean Machiavelli said an Allegro, or all Agros, they used to say.
No, I've got it.
One of our detective buddies, Ben, says on the same day in field he got a Viking turned Saxon brooch too. That was the day of the rally.
That's amazing. So, I mean, you started out then with your Roman horse and fibulas, and obviously you're realising that you're somewhere near the shrine site. So I'm presuming by then there's a Roman road.
Well, yeah, the Roman road through Draycott is well documented anyway. They did do an excavation.
So had the archaeologists picked up on any of that at all then?
No, none of it.
So had they done investigative trenches?
No.
Nothing. So basically you've just got a heritage report, and because nothing, so basically the way that that works is it's a desktop exercise. So they look into the CHR kind of white papers, they look into the heritage environment record, they look at and see what's been found locally, and if there's nothing documented, they basically say there's nothing there.
Yeah. Well, the thing that really annoys me with the area overall of it was I know there was a bloke who metal detected there from the 70s before me.
Yeah.
I have permission now on the field, and they call it Soldier's Walk. I think I do mention it in my book, and it goes right up to a trig point. There's like 2 sets of trees. It's all
where he took his partner out for the first time detected, and she found a hammered coin. Well, we've all been and found one.
And you go right up to the top of this trig point. And I believe, from whether it's rumor or not, the bloke who used to detect the area had 3 or 4 gold Roman coins from up there and multiple other Roman coins, silver, and so on. None of it recorded because of.
And that's the thing, and that's why we need to record our finds, because when we record our finds, they all go into heritage databases. Those finds are considered when you're doing like a historic environmental information kind of standard report. So, I mean, I've done it's a heritage impact report, but I mean, I've done a couple of those for people in the past, and it literally does mean just trawling through paperwork and correlating what you have and writing a report based on that. Nobody goes out and digs a hole in the field. I mean, I am fully. Nick Berry said my car would be a Volkswagen Beetle. It bloody well wouldn't, Nick. Mine would be probably a Mustang. I'd go for a Mustang or a Camaro or something. But yeah, I mean,
Mustang Donna doesn't work.
It doesn't rhyme. But I mean, it's really important.
Sorry, actually, that's all right. Can I just show the best car? Which, if we were metal detectorists,
go on, Dave.
Right? No, I'm going to share it because this car came out 40 odd years ago, and go and share screen. Right. How cool would this be as a detecting vehicle?
Oh,
This
I'd
is
love one of
30
those.
odd years. 30 odd years ago.
That would
How
be me.
cool! Look at that. Sleep in the back.
It's very
Six-seater.
retro, isn't it?
Well, it's an old car. Right, sorry.
I
I'm
bet
talking
they-
about cars.
I bet they drove like crap.
Well, it doesn't matter because
Very said
It
that
does matter.
Who I had today. Oh,
We're
come on,
talking
they're
to a
off
former mechanic before I was a driving instructor for 10 years, and that looks like a piece of shite,
that. It
Adrian.
does. My
Uh,
mother
Shane,
did something like that, and it
Shane,
literally clattered. It was so noisy.
Shane, did you know I trained as a mechanic?
I couldn't see it personally, but hey ho. At your age, you probably went on dizzy caps and points and gaps and all the rest of it.
Chokes.
I think I've got more. I went from points to illumination ignition, Bosch Tetronic injection. I've gone through it all,
Can we
mate.
just stand, Adrian, just for
I
just
can
for
pause,
10 minutes?
Adrian.
It's funny watching him either way.
Adrian, I'm unmuted you ages ago, mate.
I know, that's
Yeah.
why I did. That's why I was just doing it for fun.
Anyway, to get back to the point that this is not about cars. Wayne Molan, although Wayne Wolans did say Robin Reliant all the way.
Wayne
we used
Wolans.
to have a
Who's
Reliant van.
Who's Wayne Wolans?
Wayne Roland's Robin
it.
Reliant. That is literally a mouthful. We used to have a
It's
Reliant
not
Robin
Wayne
van.
Roland.
Cunnilingus is a mouthful.
And it was a Robin Redbreast.
No, fellatio is. Sorry.
Yeah, that was difficult.
Wayne Rollins, can you comment a lot more so Donna has to read out your things because she's having major Wayne Rollins.
Sorry,
It's not
I'm
hard.
on my third gin. I apologise.
Shane's uploading pages as we go just to have a look throughout
Yeah.
the book.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Come on,
So
Shane.
these are
Tell us
some
what's
of your these are some of your hordes. So what kind of, we're talking about 100 BC ish, 86, 81. So what kind of what kind of length of period do these sort of cover, these coins that you found?
They're all BC, other than there's a particular point on a different field where more modern ones start coming up between 2nd and 4th century. You've got your
So the
Sturgises
Republican
and so on.
horde.
But yes,
I mean,
this
that
particular one's
I
Republican.
would say where you are, that's really significant, actually, that it's all Republican.
Yeah, we've not had any bronze coins off it, other than Dave had one on a further away field from it. And the actual site itself, they've all just been Republicans.
That's really interesting, actually. And what have the flows had to say about that then, in terms of it being like quite unusual?
Honestly, go away. Thanks for the coins. That's about it.
Really?
Yeah.
So did you get them back in the end?
I've got half of them back. The second lot was what we found the year after. We haven't had them back yet.
Right. Okay. So what's going to happen to them now?
Nothing. They're not interested in them. They said they've got enough of them. I've tried to push for to the flows and to Michael Lewis himself. I've tried to push for some sort of like investigation over the area to try and put anything up, but nothing at all. The only person that's offered to realistically help is James Barnes. He's turned around and said he'll come down and do the magnetometry on it.
Yeah.
Lovely bloke. One of the nicest blokes in the hobby.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds
fine
like
drinking buddy.
Just doesn't shut up when he drinks.
Donna, what does this mean? Philip Wills has put, well done for not using the BCE.
The BCE bullshit before Common Era, because you're not able to say before Christ and Anno Domini, you know. So
Adrian Quickdraw McStraw says, Wayne, that's the best line you heard in a while. You are a mouthful.
Yeah, tongue twister. Thank you so much.
But
that's not what he meant, Donna. Stop being rude.
If you're writing...
Sorry, can I just interrupt?
Yeah, sure.
Schools have had to spend hundreds of thousands of pounds reprinting books, all because of what you're going to explain now. And I think it's quite a valid point. And it's almost a show.
So it's basically to do with the fact that religions all have different dates for the birth of Christ. So they created a thing called the Common Era around what we would have said was the year 0. So everything after, which used to be called Anno Domini, is now CE, Common Era, and everything before is now
Since when?
BCE.
No, it's massive.
I've never heard of that
This is-
before. I'm still
This
18.
is probably about 20 years old, but it started being sort of more probably about 15 years ago. They went really hardline on it. You're not going to get in trouble for using the wrong thing.
Are they all flat
they-
earthers as well?
You
They've
will in a
standardised
school,
everything.
Donna. You will in a school.
Oh, in
Currently,
school, yeah.
They're
because it's
reprinting.
brainwashing.
They're spending hundreds of thousands of pounds in reprinting books, so not to upset
And do you know,
certain
that's it.
people.
And it's to do with children and religion and making everything quite middle of the road, and you can't have any extremes. And the problem is in the academic world, it's advisable, but it really doesn't matter. You're not going to get judged on it. You're not going to see a load of museums changing their paneling to say BCE and CE. You just won't.
No, but how many years have we had that, Donna?
Probably
the
about 20
original-
years. And somebody said, "Oh,
No,
for educational purposes."
Sorry, how
What?
many years have we had the original description?
Oh, forever.
So we're suddenly changing it to keep people. Oh, this just.
No, we're suddenly changing it because Keysheater in government has said this is the convention. Therefore, in order to educate children properly, we start from the grassroots up, and then we brainwash everyone that is the correct way of saying it. And
But
how
To
many
be
we
fair,
only
I
have
think,
to
I think Shane will be fully supportive of you as a big Labourite.
No, I know Shane. Yeah,
It's
we
just
won't
a
get
poor
into this. But
decision.
it is such a very big change into the way we promote publish our finds, and it's a show in itself.
Yeah. No, it's annoying, and there's a lot of things like that are annoying. But it's just
Oh, this is interesting. This is
Derek
interesting.
Sherwin's just said,
Oh.
just finished reading Mary Beard's book, SPQR. Very good. It is very good, Derek. But all the dates are on the timeline in it are BCE, and he found it very annoying. And it really is really annoying. Philip Wills said about 2,000 years. Yeah, it's not 2,000 years, Philip. Sorry to disappoint. It's since we really started writing things down. So it's going to be probably from the time of Bede-ish onwards. There were a couple of other writers, but I don't think they recorded the year in that form.
Might get
so
BC
Stephen
and
Brain
AD
wants-
tattoo. Anyway, going back to Shane. Sorry, Donna.
Yes, Stephen Brain wants to know what's your oldest find, Shane, from that site.
From
Shirley, nine-
that particular site, the Denari, but over Draycott itself, I've had a Bronze Age woad grinder and a Bronze Age part of an axe head, just a looped part of the socketed axe.
So when you say not on that site, just over Draycott, so
Literally the
you're-
opposite side of the road.
Right, you're talking about the history of Draycott in the moors. So does that cover your massive acreage, that whole span?
Yeah, well, yeah, that Bronze Age stuff was what actually got me to write the book, because it was the second site that me and Dave did the rally on. When we did the second site, that was having, I think it was 375 acres, wasn't it, Dave, of solar panels?
Yeah.
And
Jesus.
I asked the farmer if I could go and do a rally on it first to see what come up. And when we did that rally, I actually found two of them things, and I found a Roman fibula on top of the hill. There was a lot of other stuff that come up. There was two Edward Hammards that come up and so on. But that was a site where I read the report again, and it said that it was fine to build the solar panels because there was no archaeological history found of this area. I've got LiDAR images of it and all sorts where it looks like the Roman road actually cuts off and runs through it into what looks like a square foundation.
Yeah.
And all sorts.
And all that means, Shane, is that the local archaeological office, department, whatever it is that sits under the council, has not looked at the LiDAR yet, and they haven't mapped it up, or one of the local universities hasn't done any work on it because there's a more interesting site nearby, and it's just been missed out because it's marginal and it's seemingly.
It's honestly it's baffled me for years. Sam from Utoxeter History Hunters did a dig on a site where there was a Roman shoe factory, and that was only just down the road from the actual fort. Then you get to Draycott. You go even further into Stoke, and there was a mound, which I believe it's Dr. Richard Talbot. He did something in Stoke about it, and there was a kiln on top of a hill before they built the Stoke Stadium, and that was a Roman kiln for the 2nd century before they moved to Chesterton, which was the 4th century. But there's no talk whatsoever about Draycott in the middle of it. Everything that's been said is like it's a road that passes through. That's it. There's no history. There's nothing, and that's what always irritates me. I've got my own museum full of finds from that area, and it's
isn't that wonderful that you've been able to do that and that you've actually put that all in a book? So I mean, you've touched on it, and I know Nick asked earlier about it, but is that what it was? You know, this urge to write this book about the local history derived from your finds? Is it literally driven by the fact that nothing existed before then?
Yeah, there was a historian. He actually wrote a lovely comment about the one I wrote in the area. That was the other side, by the way. And his was too academic to read. It didn't. Yeah. I wanted to make something that went to the general public, the people that lived in Draycott, so they could read a book that wasn't like. Bear in mind what Dave's putting up at the minute. That actually isn't the book. It's that was like the pre-thing I did before it all got changed and so on. But there's some of the fibulas as well. But that was too academic. I was reading his, and I'm not the best at reading, and I couldn't follow it. There was one thing to another, to then there was some person named this, then person named that, which went back to Bronze Age, then went back to medieval, and it was floating all over the place. And I wanted something that the general public could pick up, read about their area, and say, wow, I didn't know there was this much history in our area. The good thing is that I've got the finds to back that and the finds to prove that is there in that area. It's not just something that's been tipped on that field from a different farm. It's there. It's in the clay soil.
And if there's stuff like that there will be more stuff like that there. You know,
I want to find foundations.
Yeah, it's extraordinary. So what you've done is you've provided something that is more accessible to the wider public. And I mean, you've basically highlighted metal detecting as a source. You know,
in the back.
That's not something that people do. Make him big, Dave.
In the back of it, if you can see, I wrote a gazetteer for it as well, just so it shows all the fine locations, what they are, the write-up about them, and there's a few pages in the gazetteer about what I actually found to try and that if an academic does pick up the book, rather than somebody like myself who doesn't really enjoy reading, in all honesty, they've got that in the back of it as an academic. They can look at that and say, okay, he's found this here and this here and this here and so on.
Shane, can I just drop in here? I think people need to know that you're dyslexic.
Yes. Yeah.
So hats off to you for producing a book, because I know as a metal detectorist, you're like a magnet for finding stuff. I've been out with you a few times detecting, and you unearth stuff which people dream of. And it might be down to the detector, but I doubt it. It's just you. Rodney Cook, you had quite a significant find, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm still arguing the case about that one. I've actually had to message the Wiltshire Flow myself to try and hurry it up and taking the mick, in all honesty.
Yeah. Well, go through NCMD if you need to.
Well, fortunately, got Dave Crisp from the NCMD, who's on the Treasure Valuation Committee. Not that it's about money, but it's about understanding.
I have just had one of them brought. I'll try and find the picture of it. It's going into Samworth Castle.
Just quickly, Shane, is there a Kindle version of your book?
Yes, I
There
did
is,
mention it
yes.
earlier, but it's not my cup of tea. It's a bit mumbly and jumbly. They kind of
Okay.
rearrange it how they want to.
Okay, and do you do an audio book as Nick Berry can't read? If that makes sense.
No,
Have you thought of doing an audio book?
I have, yes. But in all
It's very
honesty,
hard describing coins.
the last time I wanted to read a book through audio, I just used Is It Grammarly and copied and pasted the text into it, and it just read it all for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Adrian Bookstraw said, Shane, how long did it take you to write the book? And if you were
What's
going
his
to do
name?
it
Sorry,
again-
Donna.
Adrian, I don't know the thing. Adrian
I think he's
McStraw.
new to the hobby. I think he's
Straw
the one who
McStraw.
bought the Garrett Ace 150, Dave, isn't he?
Yeah.
A couple of months ago from our
Quick
I know
draw.
that he's a
Quick
good
draw
detective.
McStraw.
Quick draw McStraw. Well, is
He's
it
only
quick
been
draw?
detecting for a couple of months.
Shane, how long did it take you to write the book? And if you were to do it again, would you add more to it? So how many pages do you have? How long is it?
It is 73 pages long.
Right.
The thing is though, that Shane can add to it at any time. It'll be revision number 2, revision number 3.
Yeah,
So
right. The reason I made it short was for the public. I didn't want to, like I said, I didn't want another academic book out there that people can't follow. I wanted general
and
plain.
people don't. If you want to engage people, I mean, it's a really good one to put out to the local archaeological community because they'll probably be really interested in it. But if you want to dig any holes on it or get a community dig going on the site, do that before you get the other archaeologists involved. On another note, Chrissy says, I used Shane's settings on my dais and she's smashing it apparently. There you
go.
Shane will be back in a moment or two. He'll be. He's just got to go to the door and do things.
So going on about
slipping over, Dave.
Nick's
slipping
said,
over.
I'm now writing my 3rd book. Well done, Shane. Nick's dyslexic, and I had when I was studying at university at Cambridge, one of the students in our group was dyslexic, and. No, I know, but it's not. It doesn't bar you from accessing.
Were you a cleaner there?
Yeah.
Apologies. Hopefully, we'll get him back, and he hasn't broken his wrist or anything. Yeah. Dave, what do we do?
We will just talk amongst ourselves.
I don't think people know we have access to ring doorbells for every guest on the show.
Yeah, we have access to everyone's ring doorbell.
Oh, he's all right. He's back now. He's back.
Oh,
yeah,
back.
Are you okay, Shane? Was you didn't hurt anything, did you?
No, I didn't break no wrist this time. I did actually see you playing the image in the background. I saw who was it? Somebody asked what my favourite page is in the book. And
yeah, good question.
In all honesty, I think it's the author biography. And it's not because it's about me. It's because it's about what got me into treasure hunting myself, which goes on about my granddad's career previously and so on. So I think that's my favourite part.
Yeah, good call. I quite like page 27.
I haven't seen a copy yet. I'll give it
Shane,
a review when I see it.
Derek Sherwin asks where you can get your settings.
There is a link on my YouTube. I think it's called Mastering the Deus II.
Yeah. Nick Berry said he's dyslexic and that's why he loses a lot of Adrian's wool because he has to spell check everything.
He's one of the best bloody winners. Nick Berry, he was.
He says that's not a joke. It's not
no,
a joke.
But he does very well on Adrian's wool. Yeah.
Well, my like I said, I sold 40 odd of them so far, but I'm hoping my main sale is going to be on July the 15th. Me and Dave are going to go down to the Draycott Fair and put on a table.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I'm going to bring my finds down from what I've had from the area so people can handle them, touch them, so on, and talk about them, and then sell my book for them a little bit cheaper as well.
That's a really good idea.
So have you got actual hard copies?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
I've got the
good.
proofreads, which there was only a few people who wanted one of them, Rick being one of them.
I would have had one.
And then I've got the hard copies as well, because the cover actually, Dave's cover's different than mine, if you look, because the more than the Roman roads like cut off at the top. But Dave's is different because I didn't like it on the proof.
No, I'm not a scrounger. No, I just like reading books. Wayne, this is for me. This question, Wayne, Wowlands or Wowlands.
Wayne Rowlands.
Rowlands.
Wayne Rowlands. Question. What?
Listen, just because he's Welsh, you don't have to misinform the bloody language.
I've not seen it. It's written
It's not a double L, is it? It's
You're
not just
racist,
more than
Donna.
one bloody. You are.
Get her off. We can't have her on the show. Oh, she's
You're
mocking the
nothing but
afflicted.
xenophobe.
Here we go. Look.
No, she's going Welshist. You're a xenophobe.
Yeah. Oh, God. Get.
Boot to Shane.
That's better. So I think I don't tolerate. Oh, she's back again.
Oh, she's come the other side.
Donna, you've got to be careful in this current climate. You can't go mocking people because of where they live.
Do you know what I am the least like?
You might have been a cleaner at Cambridge University, but that isn't everything, Donna. We're all God's children.
She thinks she's Goodwill Hunting, doesn't she?
Yeah.
No, I was just trying to say people who are dyslexic can do anything. They just got.
No, she's mocking disabilities.
No, I'm not.
It's a superpower. That's how I call it.
It is a superpower.
Yeah, but they can't do anything. I doubt it. They could change the differential on a Subaru from 1997.
I bet
easily.
they could.
Wayne,
James
for your last question about publishing, Wayne, give me a shout after the show.
Yeah, talk.
James Barnes anyway has asked when are we going to mention the Legend 2. So he's obviously just come in from the pub. There was another question about the actual I can't say his name now, I've been banned. Cost of writing a book and how do you go about
Donna, what have I just literally said?
That
I said, Wayne, contact me after the show and I'll tell you.
Oh, right. I wasn't allowed to say it.
Also,
it does look a bit like the Legend 2, doesn't it?
It is the Legend 2, Donna.
I'm trying to find.
I like the new button functions.
Well, I'll tell you now. I'm trying to find it.
I had.
Okay, so here and here, you have a short menu. I'm trying to press the buttons looking on the script. Oh, I can't do it. So that's the short menu.
Yeah.
Right. Now I'm going to turn it off. Oh, gosh.
That's louder than my Deus headphones turned all the way up.
So basically, on the Deus 2, it's got a huge menu system. And I'll be honest, it's not the best in the world, but it works.
It's a bit buried.
Yeah, but they've got a quick menu. So your recovery speed, your sensitivity, and a few other things in there. You can, one button, it's all there. To go into the big menu, which is like on 2 rows, there's another one. So the only thing I'd say is on the quick menu, it'd be nice if you could say what goes on there. So, I don't know, let's say ground balance, for example. But apart from that, it's looking good. Looking good.
No, it looks like it's going to be good. I'll be interested to see how it performs in the field. I watched a really good video. Another Gary Blackwell one.
Just gonna go to the toilet.
Yeah, he did a tweak on the Deus II. So basically, if you use a Deus II, try this. I just did it in general setting, just to see how much difference it would make. To turn the reactivity down to 1.5 and so touch nothing else, just turn the reactivity down to 1.5 and the audio response up to 6 or 7, what you can cope with. And oh my God, is that bold. It's giving your deep targets a boost. So instead of getting really quiet signals, it performs a little bit like the Legend, where you get a boost on deeper targets, and it actually makes them sound like they're more near the surface.
I disagree with Gary there, though.
Pardon?
I disagree with Gary there, because the whole idea of the Deus is to have the more advanced audio. So if the target's deeper, you can hear it. Why would you want to get rid of that?
Well, I think it was for if you're doing difficult ground, or if you're struggling with a bit of ground, or if you've got a cleared out bit of ground. Interestingly enough, I thought it would cancel out the ground signal. I thought that it would cancel out the iron a bit, but you can really hear the iron, and you can really separate out iron in the same hole as an actual target.
As you mentioned, the fact of the reactivity on it now, though.
Well, he just said turn down the reactivity. So you have to go a bit slower. But yeah, oh my God. In fact, because the ground was wet, I had to go back to my normal settings. But I'm looking forward to giving that a go on my chalk, where I know I've got a lot of deep targets. But because chalk dries out pretty quickly, you don't get the same conductivity as you would, say, on more silty soil. So
yeah, that's where I'd put it in gold mode. If it was that deep, I'd put it in gold mode. I wouldn't bother with anything else. I can't cope with that. I
can't cope with all the chat on gold mode. That's too busy.
But if you knew the targets were there, it doesn't matter what they sound like. If it's a good field with good finds.
Oh yeah, but 4 hours of chatter. I mean, what the advantage is with that, it does run quiet. He's back, so it's worth a try anyway. If you like to try, ladies and gentlemen.
Shane, you're also a representative of those lovely people at Regden's as well.
Yes, Seb and Marcus, they're amazing. And then Aaron has a little bit to say as well with me every now and then, and I can't fault them at all. They're amazing.
No. Yeah.
Brilliant show a couple of weeks ago.
And they're very kind to endorse you by offering a 10% off code.
Yes, at the bottom there, Stafford. So where you can get 10% off at Regden's by using my code. I'd like to make a point of this where we aren't making a profit off that code. That's solely for yourself. We don't make money off it. So it's more of the fact that we're here to shout about Regden's, not try and make money and push that code upon you. So I don't think it works on massively high-end things. No. Brand new Deus 2, I don't think it's going to work on, or something that's like trending, like the SD headphones.
1962 Ford Anglia.
It'll work on a Garrett Ace 150, which Adrian McStraw uses. I think it'll work on there. Going back to Gary Blackwell, Donna, and his settings, one of the issues with YouTube is as soon as you put something on YouTube, it's like Facebook, it goes global. Yeah. So going back to what Shane was saying about his settings, I agree, but I disagree with what Gary was saying. And Gary is a lovely guy. He's absolutely, I love him to bits. And if you went and spoke to him and said, I've tried these settings, Gary, and I keep digging iron, he'd say, what are you detecting on? And this is the whole issue of settings. Yeah. Where you are, what you're doing, the weather, everything. So we all have to be careful in what we do with our machines. So I have settings on a machine, absolute Roman settings, I call them, picking up Romans all day long, all night long on my missions. I go to a rally, whether it's Rodney Kirk or detectable, I totally have to go back to the general mode on the Deus or
Stay.
He's got mice. No,
He's
mice.
fell under the table.
So I think you have to be very, very careful. If in doubt, leave it where it is. But have a play.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I mean,
What's going on? Was he feeding the cat or something? Has he fallen over again? Oh,
no.
Sorry, I don't know if you heard that. But I was just saying to Donna, Gary is brilliant, and I love him to bits.
I did.
And it'd be good to get him on the show again. He's not been on for a while, actually.
No, he hasn't actually.
And you just have to be careful with the land you're on, permissions, the soil, everything. So I think it's all good to have a play, but the Legend 2, I have watched a few videos, and a lot of people leave it to standard discrimination, and I don't run it fully open, but I knock it down a bit. I can't remember what it is, but I'll keep it on standard programs. I'm going beach detecting next week. I'm going on pasture next week and beach detecting all next week with it, and I'll see how I get on. And I'm also taking the Deus 2 with the. Oh, can we just talk about my weekend with the Deus 2 and stereo sound? I sent it to you two, didn't I? I apologise, Donna and Dave. I sent them so many sound clips from the Deus 2. I was loving it. I felt like I was playing Donkey Kong in 1984. I got.
That's not what you said. You said something about cars and graphic equalizers.
Yeah, I did go into cars, but oh my god, how much fun I'm having with the XP stereo headphones. I honestly having so much. And I did find a very, very, very small hammer, which was on its side. Is that my screen? Yeah. So that was on its side. It's a bit of a gammy hammered, but that was on its side, about 3 inches. I think, did I say 3 inches deep?
I reckon that's a Charles the First.
It was.
Dog's
eating it. God, clear that out tomorrow. But anyway, I really detecting in stereo sound. Oh, is that the sounds I sent?
Yeah.
Talking of dogs and metal detecting, did you metal detect the dog?
That's not awesome.
That was me going back to you doing noises.
Have you got the other ones? I'm interested.
I know. Yeah. I was driving to Stuart Nuts actually playing those.
If you play them back through the car, do they come out stereo? Anyway, I'm really enjoying the Deus update. Whether it all. Going back to that, I got so excited. I thought I'm going to do a TikTok on this and a video for the show. So got me Deus charged up, headphones and everything. And this was Thursday night, and Friday morning, my daughter texts me. The key ring her dog had swallowed, which was probably about that big. They found it in the dog basket. I know, it's a good thing.
Why didn't you just go and take a couple of pennies down and feed them to the dog and do it anyway?
I could have done that. Half peas or something. But anyway, yeah.
Or
I'm trying to reply
to
people in the chat, and it says my message won't go through. Your message has failed to post.
They're different tones. Who's playing that?
Donna.
Hey.
But to answer him, Nick, no, I haven't picked any rallies yet.
I love it.
Adrian McStraw, what do I put my success down to?
I've
always thought about digging. Someone mentioned iron tones. As long as it's more than 50% of good tone over the iron, I still dig them. I found a lot of gold. And Wayne Rowland, top pocket find. I went to fetch it just. That's probably my favourite I've ever had.
That's beautiful. And that's a bull bucket mount, isn't it?
Hang on, Shane. Let's make it big.
It's see-through. Bloody green.
Put it in front of your face.
Yeah, it's a bull.
Put it on your nose. Put it on your nose.
Bucket mount.
Nearly.
Put it on your nose and come closer.
They're being
And
horrible.
up a bit. Put your
Put it on
tongue out.
Put it on the piano.
Shut up, just because you've never found one, Adrian.
It's a beautiful thing.
It used to have red enamel in its eyes, according to the flow. But
I mean, I always wonder if they're on receptacles for when they.
Your finger actually slipped.
Do it again.
Your finger slipped, Donna. What were you saying?
No, it didn't.
Do it again.
What were you saying?
I was going to say. I'm not saying anything. No, you'll never know now.
So, tonight, thank you again very much to last week's guests on the show from Lothian Relics, who organise and run Detectomania and Detectomania No Thrills. We have 2 sets of tickets. So the first person to get the question right tonight will be given the choice of either 2 tickets to Detectomania, which is in Northumberland in September, or 2 tickets to the Detectomania No Thrills, which is in Cumbria in May, I believe. Oh, my Lord, it's Badger. Hiya, Badger.
Hello, Badger.
So, if you would like to win them tonight, please comment yes as well as your answer. So, or put your answer if it's a coin. Put coin yes or coin no. So if you haven't got anything there, I'm going to discount it. So it's either coin yes or coin no. So if you want to win the prize tonight, which Detectomania, 2 tickets for Detectomania or 2 tickets for Detectomania No Frills, it's answering yes or answering no. And there's a prize of each. So you get to whoever gets it first will choose Detectomania. Whoever comes up will get the second prize. So, Shane.
Yeah.
Shane.
I'm here.
Pick a number, please, Shane.
Hello, Mel, darling.
13 for my birthday.
Wrong answer. I'm just going to have to remind myself. I know what it is, but I can't remember it.
Hi, Jason. We've got lots of numbers.
Next question. Number, please. Answers. Donna, you deal with Shane and I'll deal with the answers. No, it's not a coin. No, it's not a devil bunny. No, it's not a fibula. No, 18. It's not a file. No, it's not a Roman shoehorn. No, it's not a spear.
18.
It's not button, strap end, or sword hanger, purse bar, a dagger. 25. You're all doing these same answers as ever, aren't you?
He's not listening.
It's not a leather bridle.
Number.
25.
It's not a Discovery spark plug. It's not a strap end. Ooh. It's not a barrel tap. It's not a medieval arrowhead.
7.
Not me picking them. I'm reading them out the chart.
It's not an awl. It's not a chisel. It's not a prick spur. It's not a pistol powder loader. It's not a Bronze Age trigger. It's not a razor.
20.
It's not a file.
20.
If you go for 21 or 20, I shouldn't say.
It's not a scraper. It's not a Roman
22.
axe.
23.
It's not Harry Potter's wand. It's not a pole
Oh.
axe.
22.
Pole axe is a good
Not
guess.
a
but
dagger.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh. 12.
It's not
12.
a golf tee. It's not a tent peg.
Any more guesses in the chat? Numbers?
Not a knife handle. It's not a
I
chisel.
can't
It's
see
not a
any. Just keep
linchpin.
going, Shane.
It's not a
I'll
dibber.
shout out if they come
not a
up.
Let's go for
drawing
3. See if there's anything up there.
Number
Where?
3.
Number 3. Nothing.
It's not a spearhead.
I
It's
think
not a
Adrian's going
shape.
deaf, Shane. He can't do the
30.
left register.
Not a fire poker. It's not a stamp. Oh,
Oh, I think that's a good guess. I don't
it's a good
think-
guess, Dean
Yeah.
McAvady, but you haven't put yes or no, so we don't know. It's not a bridle. Stephen Real has the
Yes.
first answer. So whoever gets it following Steve Real gets the choice for the first.
I don't know what about.
It's not a chariot pin. It's not a bayonet. It's not an
says
awl.
no
It's not a
stamp.
walking. It's not a stamp.
19.
I'll discount Dean then. It's not a mallet. It's not a high detectorist. IJC. Come on for the second prize. Steve Real's got it right. No. We're going to discount that answer, Philip Wills. But yes, TC gets it.
Of course
He hasn't spelt
has.
it right.
Yeah, he said yes in Welsh.
So,
Go at him.
winner of
What do
tonight's
I do?
is Steve
Reveal.
Real. And the second prize is TC Detects. And we will sort out with you off air which you would like to go to. TC, Steve will have the first choice and you'll get the runner up. So you might get the big one or the little one. So anyway, Adrian, what is it?
Well, David, it's an incomplete medieval to early post-medieval copper alloy leather stamp with zoomorphic design dating circa 1100 to 1600. The tangle tool is solid, comprising a sub-rectangular bar which is wasted in the centre with flaring ends. The handle is missing and was likely organic wood. The die is triangular in plan and cast and moulded. So basically, yeah, it's a leather stamp.
Is it? I like the fact that the handle was made of organic wood.
Thanks, Adrian.
What wood
Organic
is
wood.
that?
That's really, really enthralling.
More importantly, Donna, it weighs 15.45 grams.
Well, there you go. That is important. Yeah.
Okay, so well done. Who won?
Steve
Stephen
Real won
and
and Tony Kaywood came runner-up.
TC said about your idea for the control panel, the menu navigation on the Legend 2. Basically, you tell Delek, but tell her that it was his idea.
Okay. Did I talk about
wait for a
the?
stamp, says Philip Wills. Yes, I thought that, Philip Wills. I'm saying nothing.
The only other thing was, I think I mentioned it earlier, the screen protecting that, which
Yeah. Do you get sent a screen protector with it in the box?
only a packaging one. Did I say about where to buy screen protectors for the Legend?
Yes. You did.
Yeah, because you went on about cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't say that, Shane. Don't say the word because you'll start him off again. It's like a tick. As soon as you go anywhere near that, then you can pick up on it, and it's like a magnet. So going back to your book, then, sweetie darling, when I sort of talked to you about it, you said it's over a wide area. So how many kind of hotspots and what different kind of things do you think you're looking at in that wide area? Because this is the whole thing about landscape archaeology and actually defining history or being able to tell the story through metal detecting.
Well,
It's
I
about
have
bringing
put
the
it in
sites together.
there. It's like the manor there in particular. There's a cockfighting pit there. I go on to that about in the book. and it's filled in now, but there was an old fishing lake which the lords of the manor used to fish in. That's where a lot of the silvers have come up from around that area, obviously where they were sitting and fishing, and the amount and foreign amount of denomination on there kind of gives it away as a fair or some sort of market sort of area, because I found things from Arabic to Israel,
American,
French, American.
I had American, remember?
Everything. The weirdest one was the Arabic one because it was a teardrop of Allah, I believe, and it had something inside, but it was shaped in a teardrop. There was a lot on there.
So what age was that then?
1500s. So around the era of the cockpit, basically. That's when when I reckon they were trading there, or at least having fairs there at the time.
So are you finding a lot of weight?
Oh yeah. A lot of religious artifacts there, weights, steel yard weights, spindle whorls. More modern ones, to be fair, when it comes down to spindle whorls, designed ones and patterned ones and so on, like 1700s, 1800s, stuff like that.
So are these very far away from the settlement of Draycott itself? Are you looking at maybe you've got DMVs and the spread of settlements, or are these all kind of around that area?
Well, Dave knows it as well, where we think the DMV is there. There's been an awful lot of hammered coins come up, and it's randomly dead flat, isn't it, Dave? Really flat. It goes on for miles, and the earliest thing that come up there, that's in the book as well, was a Saxon pendant. That got brought by Hanley Museum, but it's got like an engraved, it's a big silver locket sort of necklace, but it's got Jesus inscribed in on the front of it.
Shane,
Amazing.
do you cook at home?
Rarely. The missus normally does most of the cooking. Why?
Sorry, most of the
cooking.
Cooking.
Yeah.
He said it in Northern. Cooking.
I'm not going to say cooking because that's when you give your bird to someone else, isn't it?
Is that like your book?
Yeah. I'm not a southerner. I'm not a southerner. I've been down your area. I know all the old
is a thing that a chicken says.
What?
A chicken doesn't go book.
I've always said.
Does it go bok, 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 bok?
So do you if you want to buy a cooking book?
You know, you're a bit obsessed with cars.
What's cookbook? What's cookbook?
Cookbook.
If you're obsessed, oh my God! If you're obsessed, Alexa will get totally. You've ruined Alexa.
If you're obsessed with cars, would you put things in your boot or would you put it in your butt?
Siri.
B-O-O-T.
How do you
boot?
Yeah. Ooh.
Dave,
like
look, wait, Dave. Look, I do not understand. Wait, Dave.
So I'm trying to find it.
Or Alexa. Sorry, were you saying bottom and boot?
Yeah. So what do two O's make?
He is right. Phonetically, it's the way we say it.
No,
because you don't say butt when you say boot, do you? It's your boot of your car.
And OO is oo sound.
Donna.
Yeah.
Shane was saying in his village they've only had electricity for 12 years. We are very lucky down south. We shouldn't mock him.
No,
he's done really well.
I've been directly to Adrian's area.
Right.
I'm not going to lie. People
no, you haven't. Nice.
I've just Googled it, and Google's obviously made in the south of England.
Alexa didn't come back to you, did it?
Book.
Oh, my Alexa's talking now.
Book.
Oh my God.
Anyway, Shane,
into buck a deer. Into a male deer a buck.
No, it's a buck. B-U-C-K.
Matt Kent wants to know
that's
how
what you keep saying that you read. You can't read a deer.
Sorry?
You can't read a deer.
Book. Buck.
You can't read the male rabbit.
Oh. Derek's really holding the northern end up by saying, you say house up here, we say house.
Yes, laziness.
No,
I think.
Adrian's from Essex. Adrian says
No, I think
out.
Derek summed it up. It's laziness. It's laziness.
Lady Martin, Wayne
contempt,
Rowlands wants to know how you say Rowlands. Wolands.
Wayne Rowlands. Go on.
Did you know that she's actually a relation to Jonathan Watts?
It's when you say Wayne
Go on,
Rowlands, Reliant Robin, and it was too much. It's just too much.
Oh, Wayne, you're such a mouthful.
Anyway, somebody said you keep setting my Alexa off. Did you know an Irishman speaks the best English to an Irishman? Yes, absolutely.
Alexa, what is the big detecting show?
It's the big detecting show.
Alexa, what's the best metal detecting show? It's got to say something like Relic.
Lady Martin, how do you say Rowlands then? You say it like
mine just
Rowlands.
said John Bradbury.
You saw John Bradbury.
Stephen Pettican, if you're still in the chat, Stephen Pettican, I actually sent the picture that you sent Pete from LP for his birthday to Donna and Adrian appreciated it a lot.
Did I? Did I see it?
We should have done.
Hang on, I've got one. Alexa, add prophylactics to my shopping basket.
Then your wife will go.
It's £26.
£26.95. What have I ordered?
Would you like to see
Alexa, no,
little
cancel.
example of how I record everything myself as well?
What was that? Sorry, Shane. We're talking to Alexa.
Would you like to see a little example of how I record everything myself at the same time?
Yes, please.
Yeah, go on.
So, of course, Shane, you're a self-recorder, aren't you?
Yes. Entire screen. I think that's the best way to go.
Do you know what? Thank you, Shane, because you stopped these naughty boys.
I'm just checking.
I've got rid of the names because of the farmers and so on, but I record it all myself and put all the pinpoint locations on.
So what program do you use? Do you just use a GPS?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. It's showing your postcode.
So do you think that you actually have covered all of the land, or do you think you've literally?
No, you can clearly see that. If I zoom out, there's nowhere near it covered.
So have you ever done sort of slowed it right down and done gridding then?
No.
Because that's gonna be.
I agree with Donna on that gridding, but Shane walks like a horse on a trot. When he's detecting Dave, he detects quick, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Alexa, say coffee bean 100 in Welsh.
Oh, for God's sake.
Can you unplug his Alexa?
Well,
Alexa, say coffee bean 100 in Welsh.
I've got $26.95 worth of
Wayne said, Lady Martin, try saying this one then. Lanfer Pigwin Ligrin Gogogeri Kingring.
Are you from Pakistan now?
Go.
Donna, who was that from?
Stephen Brames' quest. Stephen Brames, Alexa's just said what coffee bean 100 is in Welsh. Gonna have to do that on phone now, aren't I?
Yeah. Nick said, careful about
coffee
the showing
100
the info. Shane, brave of you. My Alexa just
Here is your translation.
Jason. And Jacqueline Walker said her Alexa just swore.
Coffee cans.
Oh, hang on, I've just got something.
Yeah, you'll get us a band, Dave.
Donna,
yes,
just a minute. Alexa, wake me at 2:45 a.m.
Adrian,
I set mine.
Coffee Bean 100 in Welsh. You ready?
I've done that one.
Did you know you can ask Alexa
Oh.
to do pranks? So you can ask her to do a knock at the door at a certain time, like 3 a.m. and stuff. Did you know you can do that?
Adrian,
Or a
Adrian, listen.
baby crying at certain times and stuff.
Coffee Bean 100 in Welsh.
Bar coffee cans.
Yeah, that's inappropriate, David. Shane,
My-
you've just made my year so far.
I'm glad I
Because
don't
I can
have
go
one.
round my daughter's house and do that. Because
The worst one
No, don't.
is
She'll
a
think she's
scratching the
haunted
windows.
and you'll get
You
a
can do
phone
a
call in the
scratching
middle of
window
the night.
one.
Oh
Don't.
my god! Oh,
And you can set it for
God.
times.
Alexa, play Slipknot full blast.
Who?
I don't know
You'll
what's
get-
going on. We've got a show that we're doing to the general
Yeah, we always.
taking a nosedive.
Stop with the Alexa, please. Someone's got 40 quid's worth of prophylactics coming tomorrow. They've got waking up at 3:15 in the morning.
You know
And
what
someone-
happened to you a couple of years ago, and you got all itchy about it. Like you're just cooking up trouble.
Alexa,
Everyone's
play
saying,
Slipknot.
Alexa,
Anyway, and then you'll get a music strike on YouTube for playing that. So,
play Meatloaf.
oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, I haven't got one.
Playing
And you
it.
can ask it to play different kinds of bottom noises. So my friend
Alexa, stop. Oh, how
Dominic
this
Thompson's
could ruin
Alexa,
people's evenings.
James Barnes says he's been writing an academic essay all
Everyone's
day.
got
This
it
show
on.
is a great wind down. Yeah, Dominic Tomczyk, his Alexa has just activated.
I like that.
Dave. So still
Alexa, play Prince Andrew is a sweaty nonce.
don't play Kubla Khan. Yes, please. Let's have a bit of
Sorry,
Kubla Khan.
Shane. Shane's on the show tonight talking about his book, and we're all acting like children when the
No, I'm
school
not.
first.
I'm actually not, and Shane isn't, and you
The
two
schools are out.
completely are.
That's what it is. You're off school.
It's,
I'm off tomorrow.
Donna, what was it? Wayne Molan's said.
so I can't read. Adrian, what did you say? Sorry.
Wayne.
Not playing.
So, Shane, tell everybody where you get your book, how much it is, etc., etc.
You can get it on Amazon. Just type More Than a Road on there, or type in Drake Art History. It's like you said, don't show that thing on Google, but it's all in the Gaz tier. All the reference points and grid references are relative. There's nothing bang on because it protects the farmers at the same time. If you go on Amazon, it's £10. It's different than the one I've got. This was the proof because I don't like how the writing is on it and other bits. So Dave's got the proper one. Yeah, boot costs £10. Yeah, don't make a lot from it. At the end of the day, I'm not here to get rich. My idea is just to put the history out there and to put the knowledge I've learned to the general public, so they know what's going on. Because at the end of the day, metal detectors are only going to get better. One day I'm going to die, just like the rest of us. I want that history to be there so for other people to see.
I think that's a really good reason. Excuse me, for writing a book. And it's why the museum that I represent, we write books because we want to preserve history, and there is no better way of preserving history. But also, if you get together with your local archaeological group, the chances of them wanting to come out and do training digs, they're getting somebody out to do surveys, it's going to be a lot easier, because a lot of your flows have to do outreach. You could raise a lot of awareness in Roman activity in the area and hopefully get it taken seriously. You found enough stuff.
It's never been taken seriously. That's been my main sort of
but that
role
works
to it.
in your favour right now, because it means you're not restricted by anything. You're not restricted by any scheduling or anything like that.
No, there's only one site that I've got which is scheduled, which Dave electrocuted himself on the fence. But that's in the book as well because I've put
Wasn't
the
going
LiDAR
over
on.
either. I was going under. Or was I going over?
No, you went
remember.
over. You got a quick.
And I
bump.
also fell in the river.
And I learned out that carbon fibre is conductive because I tried to move the fence with the carbon fibre shaft of the McGrath and it electrocuted me.
Shaft.
It's like Thelwell's metal detecting outing, isn't it?
It's nearly home time. Can I just try one thing with our viewers?
Oh God!
Hold on, Adrian. Hold on. I put Donna on silent so she can't stop you.
Alexa, play Plasto Patricia on full volume.
I can hear someone's Alexa. But yes, it's on Amazon, £10. If you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. I'm not here to make money. I'm not here to try and be a millionaire.
He's no good at
if you want to read,
is he?
if you want to read what I've put from a person who I did put it on my Facebook, my old English teacher. I wasn't a very nice person in school, and my old English teacher said to me that I belong at the school across the road, which was a school for Down syndrome and special need people. And that kind of gave me the motivation straight away to do something.
Yeah, and I think
well,
it's about fighting back, isn't it? And I mean, you know, you look at the work that Nick creates, and he's dyslexic as well. It's about fighting back. And in fact, Nick's just asked, will treasure be found one day? Nick, I'm on it. I'm on the case. I know the site. I know the area. I'm on it. I'm pretty.
She doesn't look very pleased, Adrian. She looks quite shy.
She's beautiful.
I think she's sitting on my finger.
Oh,
nice. I think she might have stage fright.
Bless her.
Why do dogs never look at cameras?
With Shane's marketing skills, Shane's put together a book that is about metal detecting the history of a local area. If anyone is interested in learning how to metal detect to find history, it's a pretty good way to go. One of the things that I was going to draw your attention to tonight was this guy, W.G. Hoskins. He wrote a book called Making of the English Landscape, but he's done he did a TV series, and then he's done a couple of sort of more accessible books.
Shane doesn't need that book. Shane's
about landscape archaeology. And if you're interested at all in your local area, that's a really good way of accessing landscape archaeology on all levels. So it takes you through from prehistoric right through to the modern day, and what to look out for in all different types of landscapes, not just the south, but in the Midlands, in the north, in the industrial areas, on the coast, what you should be looking for when you're looking for your historic sites. Adrian Green Light have got some books as well, haven't they, that are pointedly local history, sort of like how to detect various different areas.
Discovering the land. Yeah, I always go back to this, but if you publish a book like Shane, it's got to be right. And it's unlike if you post something on Facebook, you can delete it or update it or change it. To publish a book, it's got to be properly researched. And as a publishing company, Greenlight Publishing do research their books. So, yeah, there's detecting the land, detecting beaches. On Greenlight Publishing, there's a lot of books on that. Good call, Donna. And I've got them. And back years ago.
Have yours gone to heaven?
No, but they're up there on the shelf.
You can see,
I'm looking at them now.
Mine there, and then there's another one.
Are they really far away?
Very far away.
Is it? Well, probably 3 foot, 4 foot. I've got to move them because the housing manager's getting cross.
So Matt
the
said, is there
going
a
like
skills tester that you could get on to help with an introduction to the hobby? He's been
the world's best one above me.
I think they mean somebody who talks more about metal detecting and less about cars.
He may be rubbish at jokes, but Adrian joins the team as one of the most experienced field testers in the world.
I do have a video on my YouTube based solely on people who are starting the hobby. So you could always check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
I think
Shane's channel's worth watching as well, Staffordshire Searcher.
I think Shane is going to be there for the long term, but if you're new to the hobby, some do come and go.
Yes, they
And
do
so-
come and go. They lose interest.
And-
Or
next
they get
slide.
outed.
And more importantly, Shane has gone from Mine Lab. He's now got XP. He's not brand specific, Shane. He just loves the XP Master.
Well, it's not just
only.
that. Even when the ArcMD mag or Big Detective Show
Look, he's got all
actually ever
kinds of
do
machines.
get, whenever we do get a machine to test, Shane does it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
more importantly, Shane's like me. He's got a multitude of machines like me, and I'm not linked to anyone.
Shane even tested the air detector.
Yes, which I never got to do.
You didn't want to.
You mock it, but I think it's possibly ahead of it. It's like the Sinclair C5.
Yeah,
The
Well,
biggest
that's not
downfall
far.
with the air detector was it was good, but it only went that deep. That was the only
Nick
problem.
Berry
It really
was-
needed more.
Nick Berry wants to know, is Boudicca's treasure near Northamptonshire? No, Nick, it isn't. Are you thinking about the burial site of Boudica? Because that's where they've kind of mooted that it is there. I think she would
I've got
have taken
Adrian's
back to
machine
the
here.
Iceni territory.
I couldn't work that. That's too complicated for me.
Not you, Adrian McStraw.
Right,
He said it was his
everybody.
Oh,
machine.
Gareth. Right, it's time to go home, kids.
It is time to go to bed. So thank you
Everybody
all for
said
joining
lovely
us.
things in the comments. They've enjoyed the show. Thank yous. Made their
If you
day.
do read my book, please give me some feedback on it, because if I do want to do another one, I want to make it better.
There you go.
So criticism and good. I don't just want loads of
I
it's
volunteer
brilliant.
to be a reader, Shane, if you'd like that. But yeah,
You will have, if you go onto this Staffordshire Searcher YouTube channel, I'm sure you'll find a link somewhere on there. Otherwise, contact us if you don't have the details, but it's called More Than a Roman Road by Shane Holdcroft, and it's available on Amazon. There will be a review on the ArcMD mag in the coming days. And other than that, contact Shane on social media and he'll put you in the right way. Right. Thank you, Shane, as ever, for joining us. Thank you, Lady Martin.
Don't do it.
Thank you, Adrian. Thank
you,
you,
Dick.
everybody,
Car
for
alarm's
joining
not
us.
gone off. Car alarm's
We-
not gone
that
off.
just
can't
means
do-
your battery's flat.
We can't do the show without all four of you watching, so we do appreciate it. So have a great week, and we'll be back at the same time, same place
Keep
next
warm,
week.
everyone. That's the last
Thank
message.
you.
We love you. Good night.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.